Let's have a listen now to the outgoing Premier of New South Wales, Dominic Perrottet.
Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for being here this evening. A short while ago, I called Chris Minns to congratulate him and the Labor Party on their election victory. The people of New South Wales, the great people of New South Wales tonight have decided to elect a Labor government in this state, and that is a decision that we respect. I particularly tonight want to acknowledge the Leader of the Opposition. Elections can get ugly, but I believe this election truly was a race to the top. A genuine battle of ideas, and that's when politics is at its best. And in many ways, that is due to Chris Minns and the way that he's carried himself throughout this campaign. And that's why I truly believe and have no doubt that he will make a fine 47th Premier of New South Wales. Because I believe that he will lead with the same decency and the same integrity that he has led with so far. And ultimately, I ask everybody across New South Wales, whatever your political persuasion, to get behind him. Because when New South Wales goes well, our country goes well, and that is something tonight I believe we can all unite behind. Now, friends, it goes without saying, I think we all would wanted to have a different result this evening. But we as a party, we as a government, should be very proud of what we have achieved together. And I feel a profound sense of gratitude to have been able to serve the people of New South Wales. We, make no mistake, we have made history, being in government for the longest time since our party was formed. And our government has achieved so much in so many ways. We have kept New South Wales strong, free and fair. Friends, New South Wales is a much better place today than it was 12 years ago. And that will be the legacy of our Liberals and Nationals government here in our state. Our record is one of infrastructure, of investment and of imagination. We have rebuilt this state from the ground up with the biggest building agenda since Federation. We built the first metros when they said it couldn't be done. Motorways that have changed the face of our city. More schools and hospitals than any government in our history, and museums and stadiums befitting the world-class city and Australia's truly only global city. We have laid also the foundations for a strong future. With 3 more metros and the second airport opening soon, this will turbocharge and transform our state for generations. And at the same time, we've transformed service delivery with record investments in health, in education, in public transport, not to mention Service New South Wales. And we've done the work, our government has done the hard work to keep our economy strong, to keep jobs plentiful and taxes low, just like good Liberal governments do. Now, friends, when I took this job, I said I wanted to be a premier for families, and we have kept that promise with record support for families across the board. But we've also dared to imagine a different future, where every child gets access to 5 days free preschool before they start kindergarten. By getting rid of stamp duty so that we help first home buyers reach that great Australian dream faster, and a New South Wales state's budget that is not propped up by the rivers of tears from the misery of problem gambling in this state. Friends, we leave New South Wales a more stronger, more confident and more successful state than we found it. And we've achieved all of this. We've achieved all of this whilst navigating some of the most difficult times with droughts and fires and floods. We pushed through the pandemic and led our nation out of lockdown. Difficult decisions, but the right decisions. I particularly want to acknowledge tonight our communities who have been significantly affected by floods. And I want to particularly acknowledge the community in the Northern Rivers. The devastation and the challenges that we saw will stay with me for the rest of my life. But what's more is the selflessness, the generosity, the spirit of service that I saw of our people in those regions in the most difficult times. And sometimes it's through the darkest times that brings out the best. But the values and that spirit that I had the great privilege to witness as Premier of this state is something that will always be with me for the rest of my life, and it really shows to me how great Australia is and how great our people are. Friends, tonight, can I say I am very proud to lead my Liberal team. But I stand on the shoulders of those who have come before me. Barry O'Farrell, Mike Baird, and Gladys Berejiklian. Each of those leaders have left an indelible mark on our great state. Their legacies are strong, and New South Wales is a much better place for their leadership. And from my perspective, I couldn't have asked for better examples of leaders to learn from. I want to thank my coalition colleagues for all the support they have shown me as Premier of this state and during the campaign. My Deputy and Treasurer, Matt Keane, my former Deputy, Stuart Ayres. Stuart. It doesn't appear that Stuart will have the result that he wanted or that I wanted this evening in Penrith, but Stuart can hold his head very high. He has served his community of Penrith incredibly well, and he has served our state with distinction. I want to thank the Deputy Premier and Leader of the National Party, Paul Toole. It has been a real privilege serving with him. He has been a champion for regional New South Wales, and on what is a difficult night for the coalition. It has been a strong night for the National Party, and it shows that the National Party is the party of regional New South Wales. I want to issue a special thank you to all the candidates for the Liberal Party who put their hands up to run at this election. I want to particularly thank those who were unsuccessful, but also those who have lost their seats this evening. Politics is tough, but each of those members who weren't successful tonight have served their communities with distinction, and I want to thank them so much for their service to the people of New South Wales. I want to acknowledge the Liberal Party organisation and particularly pass on my thanks to Chris Stone. wherever Chris is. Chris has led a great team at Liberal Party headquarters and he's run many campaigns, but to be part of him to be part of this team and the leadership that he has shown, Chris, thank you so very much. I want to thank all the ministerial and electorate staff who work tirelessly each and every day for the people of New South Wales. Thank you for everything that you have done over the last 12 years. To all the volunteers, not just in the Liberal Party, but volunteers from all political parties who today spent much of the day handing out, supporting our great democracy. Thank you for everything that you've done over the course of the day. But to everyone in the Liberal Party, I'd say this. This next period of time will not be easy, but it will be necessary. It is a time to reflect. It is a time to rethink and ultimately to renew. As leader of the Parliamentary Liberal Party, I take full responsibility for the loss this evening. And as a result, I will be standing down as the parliamentary leader, as the parliamentary leader of the Liberal Party. It's very clear. We need a fresh start. We need a fresh start. We need a fresh start. We need a fresh start for the Liberal Party. I want to thank the community of Epping and recognise their continued support and thank them very much for supporting me at this election. Of all the 93 electorates across the state, Epping is the best. It is my, and I've had a few. It is the best because it is my home, and thank you so much for your support. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to acknowledge my family, particularly Helen, for everything she's done. Helen is an amazing support, and I could not do this job and serve the people of our state without everything that she does for me and our family every single day. So thank you so much. To my kids, who should be asleep, but they're probably not, Charlotte, Amelia, Annabelle, William, Harriet, Beatrice and Celeste, you're not asleep, so I just want to say I love you very much. Thank you for everything. I want to finish tonight by saying that I didn't get into politics for a job. I got into politics to serve. And I want to thank every person across New South Wales for the great opportunity that you have given me. It has been an absolute honour and privilege, the greatest honour and privilege that I've had in my entire life. Thank you and good night.